Yeah.
Drama all around me, they be DC.
West side.
This time they can't switch sides. A bird's eye when I swear by. Top down, they was not around who I got now. We made champions, yeah. In the trenches, we made champions, yeah. At the bottom, we made champions, yeah. At the bottom, at the bottom.
What's up, world? We have another episode of the Live to Be Legendary podcast. It's your boy, Fresh the Legend, and my co-host, Scoe. Today's guest personifies what Live to Be Legendary means. It's Mr. Philadelphia, the voice of the people. He's pushing the culture. We have today MOTIVATEYOUTH215. What's up, Mir? Thanks for coming, man. Happy to have you.
Told you I was.
You did.
I told you I was coming.
You did. So, you on the scene. You came on the scene. All I knew came from out of nowhere in my view. Like I just one day hopped on the TL. You just everywhere. But before we get to all that, I want to know like where you from in Philly?
South Philly.
You from South Philly? What area?
Tasker Projects.
All right, you played in West too, right?
Yeah, I've been out West Philly for 20 years.
Yeah,
all right,
he one of us for
a little
real.
longer.
Okay,
Yeah.
Southwest.
West Claiming,
us
but
for real.
South Philly all my life.
All right, and like this is my first time really being around you, like it's building what you're saying with you. I want to let you know, like you give off like a coming home to me. Did you do some time?
Yeah, I've been home for a while now, but I did 9 years all ago, upstate. Prior to that, juvenile life. Prior to that, mental hospital. I've been in institutionalized probably 75% of my life.
And I want to build on that. When I be noticing a lot of people that's come up from jail, they're really like, they're kind of winning. They had their purpose. They know what they're doing. They making moves. Like, why do you think people that's coming home now are finally like getting it and like pushing culture more than people that's been home a long time?
I think for some people, I know I can only speak on myself. I had to stumble a few times. Like you know, normally when you come out, you be in there and you come out with a plan, but then when you hit the streets, you know, reality hits you. How you gonna take care of yourself? Which direction you gonna go to? And really, without no plan and really like being focused, you can kind of stumble because you come back, everything is different. Everything changed. A lot of the people you was in the streets with may be dead or in jail. Everything changes, man. Family situation is different. Friends who you might have thought had money for you don't got money for you. Job opportunities, everything changes, so you gotta figure out how to adapt. Some people adapt faster, other people adapt slower, but it all depends on, you know, that purpose. I feel like we all got a purpose, so until you find it, you're going to stumble a few times until when you really find it though, it's like it's no turning it off. Like once you really find it.
So, you said you've been in about 75% of your life, you've been institutional, right?
Yep.
So, what happened to make you flip and turn super positive and like pushing the culture? Where'd that come from? Because it's easy to stay in that mindset. You literally did a 180.
I feel like there's a couple things that, you know, that played a part in it. The deaths, I seen too many of them. You know, I got supporter, you know, my wife over there, Vonnie, you know, she kind of like pushed me towards this angle, like being more vocal and stuff like that on social media. But it was just like, it felt like every death kept getting closer. Every single one was like God showing me like, if you don't change your ways, you next. And they was all younger than me. It wasn't like nobody my age. It was like I always had relationships with the young boys, always. Since I was a young boy, and as I got older, I always had relationships with them, and they was just one by one. It was just I was going to janaza after janaza, funeral after funeral, and it was just like I was connected to each one of them. So it was just like, yo, it was like, no, I can't, because it felt like indirectly I'm causing it. Like, because at the end of the day, though I'm not involved in them, it's like, if I don't change my ways, I'm kind of like leading them back. I did that already. I went upstate for that. So it's like, even though I'm not deep in it how I was before I went to jail, I'm still indirectly involved because I'm trying to tell them how to navigate, but I'm still in the street. So it's like I'm a hypocrite. So if my effect, I'm not gonna really have the effect until I get all the way out. Okay. So I had to be all the way out. It was no more straddling the fence. I had to be all the way out of it.
So you felt like you had 5 bullets in a revolver?
Yeah.
And 1 space left?
Yeah, one. that was it. That's really the truth.
Yeah.
That's really
where
the
that came
truth,
from?
bro. Yeah.
Revolver theory?
Yeah.
So what happened, like, cause like you get superhero vibes to me, but you know you're human, like you know, like we all are. So what happened? I want people to know that watching this and look up to you. what did you do to make you say, I'm gonna go on the gram and start using my voice to affect the culture, start going outside? Like what, like was it a collective thing? Did something happen that you seen that made you go to superhero vibes? Like,
like I said, you know, my wife, she pushed me more towards, I was more like on the business tip, junk removal, you feel what I'm saying?
Before you the boys, what were you doing?
Boys, that's what I was doing. I was like showing them how to make money with a pickup truck.
Oh, you was doing it in the streets without the gram?
Yeah, no, even with the gram, but off the gram as well.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, like, I didn't catch up to Instagram. Instagram caught up to me.
Okay.
A lot of the stuff that I'm doing on Instagram, I've been doing it. I was doing it in jail. I was doing it on the streets. I've been squashing wars. I've been trying to get neighborhoods together. I've been doing this. It's just that now that I'm on social media, people seeing it all around the city. And the reason why it's growing and it's so organic because, like I said, that 75, that jail was the gift and the curse. That allowed me to know everybody.
Okay.
So I'm plugged into every majority of the city of Philadelphia. I've been in jail with everybody. So it's just like, oh no, when people fact check it, it's gonna be like, young boys gonna say, oh no, he been telling us this. He been talking about this. Older people will be like, no, he been getting dudes in the yard to mediate and be like, hey man, both of y'all thorough and stuff. So I've been doing it. It's just that now they catching up to it and it's starting to have an effect because it's starting to wake people up. And that's my only goal is just to knock down that geographical stuff, man.
And I know he's not lying because he's respected in the streets. And in Philly, you gotta have respect in the streets for people to really back you, because that's the type of city it is. So when I see your effect, I'm like, yeah, he be everywhere, pull up to all the celebrities, all the hoods. It's like kind of like a Wallow effect, but you don't have like the Gilly backing you. It's just you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like that's how I wanted to know, like, how did you get it? But now it makes sense. You being in the hood, you being in the streets, being
and
locked
then
up.
just paying attention. Like, when you really tap in, like, I understand. Like I always tell people, I see a lot of people like that came before me. They want to take Philly to the world. I want to bring the world to Philly. I want to do it the opposite way. You feel what I'm saying? I want to showcase what we got going on in Philly. That's why when I did that, we didn't know each other from a can of spray paint when I did that video on you. But I seen, for one, open mics went away a long time ago in the city. It used to be a thing. You used to see them all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody had open mics. The night scene in Philly was live. It was different talent shows. It was all types of, and it just died. You feel what I'm saying? So when I seen it and I seen your page, I said, oh damn, this dude bringing it back. You feel now you on my radar. Now I'm watching you. You feel what I'm saying?
Fresh.
So exactly. So when I'm watching him, I'm like, oh bet, now it's time. So it was time. It was just time for me to do that video because I seen that when I start seeing how long you've been doing it for, I said, oh, he young and been doing it for a while. So all right, bet. Now it's time for me to reach down, because that's what it's about. You feel what I'm saying? It's just once you get to a certain plateau, it's like, yo, we can see people beneath us, and that's just in numbers. We ain't forget the numbers. We just talking about impact, because at the end of the day, what you doing, you indirectly helping so many other different people because you connected. We all connected for real. So when one person helps one person, you really helping so many other people indirectly, because at the end of the day, when everybody push through, say for example, like you told me, you met Amir Ali in the dialogue. A lot of people don't even know about the dialogue, bro. A lot of people never, and if most people walk in there, they were like, man, I'm not staying it. You understand what I'm saying? But real talent came out of the dialogue. You understand what I'm saying? In the trenches of Philly, real talent come out of the trenches. People just can't forget to go back there. You can't forget when you a multi-millionaire to go back to that place and go find that real talent, because more Amir Ali's is going to come out of the dialogue. Different talent is going to come out of different places in Philly. So no matter how high I get, I can't forget to look back to the same city that made me.
Yes, hero.
For sure.
Hero. And we were, you had something to say? I'm sorry, Scoe. Go ahead.
I just want to know where you get the ideas for some of the shit you be doing. Like, some of the things you do in the city be crazy. So I seen you do the joint on the L, where you inspire all these folks to get on the L.
Yeah, it was like 30 of them.
Yeah, where you be getting these ideas from, and then folks just be following you with it. Like that's a whole nother thing.
Because
you sparked the woman movement.
It take it back to this. Believe it or not, bro, because I'm a fan of history, all history. But one thing for sure, two things for certain is, naturally we all want to be a part of something, whether it's good or bad. You feel what I'm saying? If I wanted to do podcasts and y'all got a good team, and I want to be a part of it, that's what I'm gonna do. A good leader was nothing but a good follower before. Before he was a good leader. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's how the streets pulled a lot of us in. Because we didn't have a positive influence. So the negative took a hold of us. You feel, we all wanted to be a part of something, bro. It was a basketball team, football team, soccer, baseball, football, whatever. We all aspired to be a part of something. But it's about what energy and what pulls you a part of that something. You dig what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. So when people see me out and move, a lot of the stuff that I be doing, people naturally want to do. Some people don't be vocal. Some people feel like, I don't want to be Joe, because you know that's a thing in Philly. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't make people feel like that. Come, have a good time. Let's go, let's build, let's network, let's push each other. I don't want to be the only one doing it. If you got a lot you want to clean up, let's go clean your lot. Then let's go do the next thing. I want to make everybody feel equal to a part of the movement. It's a movement, but I want everybody to be equally involved in the movement. You feel what I'm saying?
So you just naturally like this, or did you see somebody this way before, and then you said, damn.
I've been like this, I just, until I found my purpose, I didn't know how I was supposed to use it. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know how like in the streets, I was using it wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Like I had my own area, I had people working for me, and I was proud of those things. And I realized that as I started getting mature, I'm like, this is not something for me to be proud of. You understand what I'm saying? Like in the streets where people knew me for, I don't want to be proud of that. I never talk about that stuff. You understand? Because I'm not proud of it. I learned from it. You understand? But I'm not proud of it. You feel that's not something, when you really think about it, like when I talk to some of my homies and we talk about the streets, I'll be like, think about it. We everything to the streets, but like, what are we to our families? What are we to our kids? Can your son stand up and be proud when they ask your son at career day, what your dad do? Oh, my dad a drug dealer. That's not proud, that's embarrassment. I don't care how much money you get. Your son is never gonna stand up in class and be like, yeah, my dad run 52nd Street or my dad runs 60th Street. They gonna look at you like you a failure. You understand what I'm saying? But if you say, hey man, my dad, Fresh the Legend, he got the biggest podcast, or he got open mics, he could run a list of things down that he would be proud of. You understand? So we was so busy on trying to make the streets proud, and we was losing the people that we really loved and cared about and stuff. So I'm just trying to rewire all of us, and myself, I'm still learning, but I'm just trying to rewire all of us and get us back down to that thing of like when we all got love for each other, and it's just like not nobody hating because we all trying to go in the same direction. And let's go, we going forward. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
What is your goal besides, of course, making better Philly? Like what is your goal with your platform that you're building? Because you had the highest growing platform in Philadelphia right now. Everybody wants you to shout out, collab. They want you everywhere with your voice. So where are you going to take this thing? Well, where do you see yourself taking this thing?
Well, I really want to take it. More collaborative efforts. I mean, I'm not going to even say the sky's the limit for me. I'm going to just say for us. Because like I said, I want to bring the world to Philadelphia. I want us to showcase everything, because it don't matter who get in position. If the right people is in position, everybody's going to win. You understand? Everybody is going. That's why when I told you that this how Russell Simmons started, I really meant that. Maybe you probably don't understand it yet, but that's what you really doing. You're like a younger version of what Russell Simmons was doing, because and he didn't even know what he was doing. You feel what I'm saying? First with Def Jam, that was Rick Rubin. But once he added Russell Simmons got into play. Now Russell Simmons is the party promoter. He's connected with all the rappers. He's connected with all the street guys. He having open mics. He going to college dorm rooms and finding talent. Oh, damn, you go from Def Jam, then you go to Def Comedy Jam. Now you got the comedians. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of these people still to this day don't talk about Russell Simmons done put so many people on just from his idea and staying involved in the culture. You understand what I'm saying? It done connected so many people, and they done put so many people on. But when you reach back, they can't really talk about their careers without mentioning, hey, Russell Simmons was the person that really, a lot of people still eating from that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how it go. And if we did it in the city, people always think we got to go somewhere. No, we don't. We don't need other people to tell us what we already know, what we already got. We here, we got everything here already. We just got to utilize it.
And you proving that, because on your platform, first it started off as when I got into it, he was going around the whole city showing places in Philadelphia that was historic old restaurants. Some stuff that I seen, I never knew what it was. He told me, he told me through the video what it was. Old hoods that gangsters used to roll with, or old places that used to be fun. And then he started going to businesses now and then highlighting those businesses.
Yeah.
And then now I see like Black Thought and them showing them love. I see Freeway showing them love. So now he went and showed so much love and so much pride for Philly that now the people that's actually pulling strings in Philly is like City Hall previously. We need your voice. So how was it when you met Freeway? I see like he's really taking a liking to you.
Freeway was I met Freeway years ago. He forgot all about it, but I met him years ago when I used to like really run around on 52nd Street because he was living on Lindenwood Street.
Shout out Lindenwood Street.
You feel what I'm saying? So Free was living on Lindenwood Street, and it was like my old head's Butch. He passed away. That's who brung Nah to Touch Money. So I've been tapped into a lot of these dudes already. It's just that I was going to jail. I might be home 3 months, and I'm back to hustling, and I'm getting booked again. So drugs was never really my thing. You feel what I'm saying? I knew how to make money, but I always get locked up fast. Like I'd be out a couple months, I'm right back in. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just what it always was. So I always been connected to so many of these guys. Same thing with Jack Frost and the rest of them. I've been knew them dudes like years and years ago.
Oh, so
you feel what I'm saying? So it's just a reinventing thing. And they like, oh man, I remember you from back in the day. Yeah, I was a completely different person.
You go to what you said, using your powers in a different way.
I was
from years and years ago. When I come back to you and say I'm moving like this now, and they still rocking with you.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's love. That's love. I ain't gonna hold you. I know when I seen you on the platform, the first thing I thought about was like, damn, your face.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I seen you at boxing matches, out you and your wife out there. Then seen you on Lindenwood Street, shout out to L Block again, Art Street, all of that. So your impact and the way that you shifted, I couldn't believe the shit.
Yeah.
Because I remember how I saw you in the beginning.
Most definitely.
And how you was moving in the beginning. That's all I knew you for real. And then when I started seeing you on a platform saying the shit you were saying, it took me a couple of videos to be like, this the boy from, it's the same person. That's why I say using your powers for good, because the impact you had then to the shit you do now and the following you got now, some people can't change their jacket that way.
No,
a lot of folks don't believe it. Now I'm saying like, no, you the boy that was running, gunning, shoot him. I'm not following that. I don't want my kids to follow that. You got kids following you. You did the L movement. Women said, let's support these brothers and let's do that.
Yeah.
Where you get the revolver theory from?
You know what it was? I'm gonna keep it funky, bro. I was in a poppy store.
What is that?
And I just seen it.
It's one of my favorite videos I've seen.
So the revolver joint was like, you got the revolver. When you everybody start off, you don't got no gun. But every time you go to the street, every time you do something bad, you add a bullet to the revolver. And you put the gun to your head, it might not go off.
Oh, the game.
Like Russian roulette.
You
feel what I'm saying? That's all it really is. It's the revolver theory is Russian roulette. You playing with this gun over and over. You feel what I'm saying? And eventually, you're gonna fill the revolver up. But the shooting yourself in the head don't necessarily always mean physical. It could be mentally, financially, spiritually. It's in every single way. So it's not just death, like physical death. A lot of us be dead in other ways. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people, I see a lot of friends I was locked up with, they walking around down Center City and they going, and like these were some of the thoroughest dudes in the world. And they got out here and it's just, everybody's situation is different. That's why I don't mind jumping out and talking to a homeless person at the gas station. I don't mind being down Center City and just talking to, because I know everybody's situation is different and the trauma is real because I've been in jail for a very long time. So I just know it's different. It's like some people, it took me forever to get here. This ain't no overnight situation. You feel what I'm saying? 5, 6 years ago, I was just in the mix. This ain't like, you feel what I'm saying? So that's why the young boys kind of more so relate to me, because they know I was just in it. You feel what I'm saying? But they know the love for him was always genuine because I was talking to him like this on the street. Like, bro, no, you better than that. You could squash that war. And I'm telling, and they know that because I did it. I came home, a war on 52nd Street. I came home and walked the enemy territory and I shook their hands by myself, no gun, no vest, no nothing. And I said, listen, what we gonna do? Either we gonna kill each other again or we gonna go to jail or we gonna leave it alone. And we left it alone. And, and I don't mean we friends, but we respect each other. You feel what I'm saying? They don't gotta worry about me, I don't gotta worry about them. I never tried them, they never tried me. Right. That's not out of fear or whatever, it's just out of respect. We lost too many people. I lost some people, y'all lost some people. I did time in jail, y'all did time in jail, but it's people behind us that's coming up that's not gonna understand this war. They're not gonna understand what they in it for. So let's save them. You dig what I'm saying? That's the main reason why I be on that. Like, let's save the people coming behind us. Okay. Not just us. Let's give them a chance at life.
So let's be solutionary. So we talking to City Hall. We have state reps that have funding and they want to how they want to back a program that we can create. So what's the solution we can create to help the youth if it's like a program or something that we could do for the youth like that they like what we don't have to do, like we see them running around robbing, ski masks, they out here doing whatever on the train, but what to do? What's the solution?
From our perspective, I'm gonna tell you, don't wait for nobody. Figure out a way to do it on your own and let them come to you, because that's the thing. I'm starting to see it now.
What you mean by like no funding? Like we gotta do it ourselves?
Do it yourself, even if it start from the smallest level. Even if it start out with 5 people and 5 gonna turn into 10, 10 gonna turn into 20, 20 gonna turn into 100. Because here's the thing, and it's just the honest to God's truth. It's a lot of people in power that don't want that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That they don't want that, what you talking about far as art and far as doing things for the youth. A lot of people that's in position, they don't really want that.
Why not?
Because it threatens their position. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta, like, what Fresh is doing, what y'all doing, what other people is doing, the passion, when you got passion in something, you're not in it for the money. Yeah. When you in it for the money, 9 times out of 10, you don't have the passion. Right. You in it for the money. And you could tell the difference. Just think about people that you may know in the industry or people you may look up to and ask yourself, which one do they have? Most people with the money don't have the passion. Most people with the passion don't have the money. It's gonna always be like that. It's gonna always be like that, bro. And it's been like that since the beginning of time. Look at real leaders that we had. They had passion. They never had money. You understand what I'm saying? The people who always had the money, they never really had the passion. They knew how to get the money. So when you going into something, looking at something fresh, you looking at the passion aspect of it. When somebody over here telling you, Fresh, no, we gotta go get the money. You like, yo, bro, I don't know how to go about doing that for the money. I'm doing it because I really want to do it. That's not your thing. I'm in it for the passion.
No, it's so simple. Like, that's why that just came through me. You became it. You didn't ask for. I never seen you ask for anything. Everything you do, you like, yo, come down here. Yo, we gonna do this. Come here. Like, wow. So you're becoming.
You got the community.
You got to protect this man.
You got the community. Absolutely. Fresh. Involve them.
Okay.
Because it's there for real. Believe it or not, when you doing things and you having things, your audience, your crowd, the people that come, that's really your community. What you may be looking for and you may need, it may be right there in that audience. Wow. All you got to do is reach out to them.
How you get a whole group of youth to want to do something for the passion when right now the trend is to get the money? Ain't too much stuff on social media that's talking about like the passion. Everything is how to flip it into the money. It don't matter what it is. It got a dollar sign attached to it. So how you get kids to want to do that?
So you got to meet them on their level or where they at, but still make it fun for them. Make them want to do it. Figure out, because that's the hardest question. I don't be having no blueprint to how to do it. Right. I just try to talk to them where they at and try to figure out, what do y'all like to do? Right. And then how to implement that in what you trying to do. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? And then get them involved. That's another problem that older people got. We don't hear them. We don't listen to them. How, if you having something fresh, how do I get the youth involved? Let me hear your idea. Let me get a little me. Let me get a little fresh. And you turn him into you at 17, 16. And then once you turn him into you, he may like that. You feel what I'm saying? You bring one of them up here. Let them sit right here in this chair or whatever the case. See how they like it. You feel what I'm saying? See how they like it, because now if he may be the leader of his squad. He might be like, yo, man, I just went up there with Fresh. He let me sit down. He interviewed me, did a podcast. They may spark something in him. Now he may want to be a cameraman. Now he may want to do his job. Now he may go back and tell his homie, say, bro, we ain't hustling no more, bro. I just was at a podcast, man. I want to do podcasting now. He might have just told 5 of his friends. And indirectly, just that little gesture, you might have saved 20 people off of just recognizing what it is he may like to do, because you don't know when you were a teenager. None of us knew what we wanted to do, what we wanted to be, who we wanted to become. We just didn't know, bro. A lot of us still don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But just try to figure out and then try to involve them in any way, shape, or form, and then you'll be surprised.
You talking about exposure.
That's it.
Exposure
You know what I mean?
to something new. A lot of our kids, a lot of these youth in any of the underserved cities, only thing they're exposed to is what's in their immediate eyesight. So the vision is limited. The scope is limited. So that's 100% a fact. It's a shame that not enough people in your position, in our position in general, don't think that way.
Most definitely.
And it's probably a credit to what you said, actually. Having kids rise up in such a way, it takes money out of a lot of folks' pockets.
Of course.
We don't need that many cops if we ain't got that many YNs running around.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need that many lawyers if we ain't got kids catching cases. We don't need too many after school programs and all of that if we got kids who doing their own podcasts. We got the neighbors inspiring them. If my neighbor's saying, yo, you want to cut this grass and get this bread? If they busy doing that, then they not doing the other things. So then we don't need all these cops and all of that.
Think about this, Fresh, and I'm just throwing this to you because you my little brother. Think about this. We don't, even when we were saying in the dialogue about no deaf culture, right? Think about this. Figure out which one you could talk to. Try to get to the nitty gritty of why drill music is important to these young boys in Philly. I was on a train with one of them, and they was rapping about the whole time I'm on the train, on the trolley. And I just asked him, I said, yo, y'all ever killed somebody before? He's like, no. I said, why y'all rapping about it? He said, because that's what they like. That's what everybody want to hear. So just think about that, bro. These two dudes that play football on a trolley, they whole rap. They're going to the studio right now on the trolley, about to go to the studio, rapping about killing people, and they've never killed nobody in their life.
They ain't never done.
They're talking about, and they think that's what people want to hear. So when you get to the nitty gritty of, you got to attack the trauma in them and get that and pull that, following what you think is popular, and you pull it out of them. And then once you pull that out of them, it might wake them up to yo, why am I rapping about killing people? Wow. He right. What am I even talking about?
I never inside themselves.
Make them go inside themselves.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? That's the legendary part. You know, when you pull it out, when you want to pull it, it's nothing, because we can't act like they don't exist, because they do exist. Mm-hmm. You understand? We can't act like it's not a part of our culture in Philly, because it is. So many people died, so many people went to jail, so many people still warned. But when you get one of them and you talk to one of them, pull that part out of them. We ain't about to advertise your music. We ain't about to promote your music. We want to know the trauma behind that. You talking about killing people. We want to know that part of it. Why? Because when you get that out of them, bro, you pull that out of them, that's pulling something that people, that's not a viral moment. That's an impactful moment. You understand? That's more impactful, because he go back and look at that, he going to be like, damn, I really don't even know why I'm rapping about killing people. It don't really make no sense. I never picked up a gun. I never shot nobody. But you don't know, talking about that can get your life taken though.
You know, it's so funny. My no deaf culture events, it was no quote unquote drill artists coming at first, but then I got popular. So it was I want to be around first, so I got to come around. And they would come and try to make something different. And that's when I seen okay, I got something here, I'm making an alternative place for them to come. But you're right, I need to actually have conversations with them individually to understand
individually,
why.
Bro.
That's the next level.
Individually.
Yeah.
And I'm just giving that to you because this the forum you in. Individually had it, because think about it, bro. Nobody is trying to get to the, people want the viral stuff.
Yeah.
People want the stuff that stuff that but the impactful stuff is going to last longer.
Even
bro.
with how you, I'm comparing you, but one thing about Wallow and yourself, why y'all so loved, because y'all come to the people, y'all come to the streets. So how can we do something, want to do something to a guy that's coming around and want to know what's going on, trying to hear us
so
out.
much positive in the
and that's why I say hero rise, because you don't see black alpha males. First of all, black alpha males seem like they're going out extinct when they're really all in jail. When I go see my uncles in jail, my brother in jail, I be about to cry.
Because that's where they always say, never give a man time to think. When you are in jail, you have the most time to think. You're not going nowhere. You understand? It ain't like you can get out tomorrow, you can go on a home pass tomorrow.
But hear me out. When I go to see my brother and my uncle both upstate, so when I go see them, it's nothing but men.
Of course.
And I'd be like, yo, this is what the Philly is missing. They're missing masculinity. They're missing leadership. You know what I'm saying? They're missing the uncle. You don't even hear about no uncles no more.
No, they killing it.
So when I see you, it's I I be so happy. Like, yo, he a black man, he tall, he got a deep voice, he in the streets, he's fearless. And it's like, I want more of that. Like, I commend you so much, bro. I want to be in the tears for you just coming home and staying home and meeting the people where they at, because we need you. We don't need any more rappers and athletes that doesn't care about the community. We need men that care about the community to make the cool thing rhetoric. What you mean by that? Malcolm X, MLK, Fred Hampton, you know what I'm saying? Bobby Seale,
all of them.
You know what I mean? Nobuju Ali, like rhetoric, like the original way. And that's what I see for you. That's what I see for myself. Podcasting, Scoe, like we're here to talk, to get to the people, to figure out solutions, to make Philadelphia back to a beautiful city.
Most definitely.
And last thing, and I'm done my rant, that's how I thank you, because I feel like Philly didn't have my back as far as people that was big, because it was like, he different, he had some positive stuff. No, we can't back him. And out of nowhere, we didn't even meet, and he backed me digitally. And everybody started, embracing me, but you did it naturally in the Kingdom Dollar. So I just want to really thank you for having my back and being here. We're going to build the city I'm supposed to be. Seriously.
No, for sure.
That's
you changed what cool is. That's really that kill 'em, shoot 'em up shit in music and rap particularly. That's what's cool. At one point, nobody wanted to hear no positive shit, so you only had one J. Cole and all that type of shit like that there. So you changed that. But even the makeup of you, like who you are, the shit that you described, right? The way you look, how tall you are, your physique. That, when you think of that, you think of a brute, somebody who going to rob you, somebody, or you play football, or you play basketball. Like that's you don't ever expect to see a brother of your stature telling somebody to go out and change the culture and be positive. Those are not things that people of your stature do, right? People with your physique do. Or in terms of what's normal. You change the norm of a person who looks like you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what make kids gravitate to you. Because when they see you, it's like, oh yeah, he gonna teach me how to do this and do that. And nah, brother, I'm about to change what you see as cool. I'm about to let you know what's really cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I was a young boy, the old heads, they talk about that shit, but then you see them move, and the movement and the words don't match. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm glad you said that. That's why I had to be out of it. Because the main thing that I peep, right, in all religions, the worst person is the hypocrite. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what, once you lose they trust, that's what it is. You done. You finished after that. Once you lose they trust. Once I could be saying all this stuff, bro, and what if I was selling weed on the side? And one person caught a whiff of it. I'm finished. You feel what I'm saying? I'm finished, because with them out there, people violated they trust all their life. They dads is gone. They old heads who said they loved them is gone. Everything they looked up to positive is gone, for real. They don't have it. That's why they walking around like that. When I tell people this, people be thinking I be tripping when I be talking to them. All of them can be saved, bro. That's what I believe. I have no opinion about what other people believe. If people be like, man, they done, they finished, they don't respect people no more. That's a lie. Because at the end of the day, one time in our life, we was all like that. You feel what I'm saying? People might say, well, not to this extent or whatever. We don't know what extent it was, because we don't know each other. You feel what I'm saying? But I looked at it when I was younger, I was bad as hell. Nobody couldn't tell me nothing. I wanted to fight everybody. I got kicked out of every South Philly school. I got kicked out of every juvenile facility. I was with whatever. And I'm here right now. You feel what I'm saying? God put me here right now. So it's like, at the end of the day, I believe how you fight for him. You dig what I'm saying? If you willing to fight for him and you really willing to show him that, hey, yo, listen, bro, I really love you. I really want to help you change. And you able to keep knocking that wall, it's just going to take a while. It's not going to be overnight. Everybody trauma is different, bro. Some of these young bulls is losing their friends at 14, 15 years old. We never lost friends at that age. So we cannot relate to that. You feel what I'm saying? He playing football today. He lost 3 homies in a week. And you trying to tell him, yo, bro, jail ain't the way to go. No, he lost 3 homies in the 9th grade. Bro, it's not going to be easy like that. He's ready to go to war with whoever. You understand? So trying to get through that thinking, you got to pretty much pull him outside of his body again and put his soul back in his body in order for him to see what kind of effect that he's really creating. And once you're able to do that, and you got to do it slowly, you got to have patience. It can't be no overnight when you're getting frustrated. You got to look at this like your child, bro. I see these young boys as all of them like my kids. So I got to look at it like that. You got to be patient with them, but you really got to genuinely love them. It can't be about no check. That's why I tell people all the time, a lot of people took the money route. I'm taking the integrity route. The money ain't going to go nowhere. You feel what I'm saying? I'm taking the integrity route. The money ain't going to go nowhere. The money is going to come. I know it's going to come, but if that's my only angle, then I might as well stop doing what I'm doing and just be a regular influencer in the city going around showing places.
Right.
And that's it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, that's what I seen that, my bad, Scoe.
No, you
But you were
good.
serious, because I'm like, he going viral off of showing the city, but then you stepped it up. No, businesses. Stepped it up again. No, individuals. I'm like, oh, he don't care about the numbers.
No, he don't.
He got a message.
Yeah.
Like,
What I respect most about you and what I love most, but on the other side of that coin, what burned me up about so many grown-ass men and grown-ass women outside is like you said, we all had a wild phase.
Yeah.
And then folks will come out of that and act like it never existed.
Like it never
And
existed.
then see kids doing wild shit and be like, damn, that's crazy. It was never like this. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
Yes,
I remember
it was.
being on 52nd.
Yes.
Shit was
It was
wild.
wild.
I remember turning the corner and going down Lindenwood Street and always telling me, yeah, go in the crib, young boy. Because we about to have me going to the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hear your words and shit, but I ain't got nothing to follow. Now I'm saying, you giving us some shit to follow. We just need more people to give them shit to follow.
That's it.
As long as the positive part for them to follow outweighs the bullshit, they gonna come out on the other side. But when we act like there was never a part of us that needed to grow, when we act like, oh shit, like, oh yeah, nobody was never killing back then, niggas was dropping like flies back in the day. It's not different. Only thing different now is we call them YNs. That shit just didn't exist back then. That's it. Nowadays, all you gotta do is recognize who you was, see them in them like you doing, and then change that shit, restore them. What you said, take the bad shit out of you and restore your soul. Not throw you away. We throwing young boys away.
Exactly, we writing them off.
Yeah, we throwing them away when for real, I am you, young boy, like I was that.
So I want you to look in this camera and tell this camera what motivational youth means to you and what live to be legendary means to you.
How can we keep them from doing 75% of their life
What motivate youth means to me is showing these young boys that they could be the best versions of themselves. And living to be legendary means living for your purpose. Your purpose, finding your purpose and sticking to it, even if you gotta walk in your purpose by yourself. Even if you gotta be alone and doing it, knowing that your purpose is your purpose and nobody's purpose is living wrong. Everybody's purpose is living right, doing the right thing. And that don't have nothing to do with religion. That just have everything with doing with impact and what you able to do to help people. We all really living in a life to service other people. It's not about us. It's not about us. We really live in a life of service, what we could do for other people. So that's my main goal, is like we push each other. It doesn't matter if Fresh make it before Scoe, Scoe make it before Fresh. If they real homies, man, he's gonna turn right around. Hey, bro, my bro Fresh do this. My bro Fresh do that. You already know. You folks. So the thing about it is, you see the power of every other city. They push each other. They motivate each other. They look out for each other. No matter how big a person get, he has no problem if Fresh getting his phone number. Bro, people got my real phone number on Instagram. It ain't too many people in my position that can say that. You feel what I'm saying? My wife would tell you, young bulls call me every day, bro, every other day. Oh, I just want to talk. I ain't even think this was a real number. Yeah, this real. That's what's up. What you want to talk about? Oh, man, I'm going through it. And I give them that 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because I never had that. You understand what I'm saying? And not to say to always be that way, but at this moment right now, I feel like that's needed because I might have saved his life. You feel what I'm saying? I'm reachable. You feel what I'm saying? I pull up on people. I come out to different people's stuff. I try to make people stuff. When I pulled up on them young boys today at the football game, they was so happy. I had pajamas on, bro. But I seen them over there playing football. You know why that was important to me? Because Philly guys just got drafted in the NFL. My little cousin, my man's son, them young boys aspire to be NFL players. It's important that we showcase who's next. They made it to the NFL. Now let's showcase these new teams in Philly, these young boys that's 10 and under, that's playing football. You know why? Because I could bridge the gap. Now I'm connected to NFL players, and here goes some new young boys, so now they get to see them. Wow. You dig what I'm saying? So it don't matter if you got 20 million followers and you from Philly and you riding through Broad Street in your foreign car. What is it to hop out and show that dude that's selling juices right there, bro? That's all he may need is a shot. We ain't talking about money. You don't always take money. It's just a shot. You jump out, hey man, this this fresh man, he's selling juices on Broad and Gerard. Bro, he might make 20,000 in the next week because of you just showing him. You understand what I'm saying? And that might have gave him that push because he might have been ready to quit. He might have been like, I ain't sell no juices all day. But because Fresh, he jumped out and he showed them that little video and that clip and 100,000 people seen that, you just gave him the push to take off. That's what I'm about. Pushing the whole city of Philadelphia. Everybody, everywhere, every barbershop, every rapper, every podcast, every singer, everybody. I want to bring the world to Philadelphia, bro. That's what I'm about.
I love that.
Man. Well, let God continue to use you to do God's work, man. That's all I see you doing is God's work. Is there any way that the community can support you or any way, anything you got going on coming up?
May 4th, I got the park cleaning on 63rd and Eastwick. May 18th, my wife got the rodeo ride, the trail ride party. She having that on 62nd. They can just go to her page, Viva Lavani. And I'm gonna just keep rolling, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna just, these ideas come to my head, bro, and I just want to keep rolling. I just want people to keep collaborating with each other. That's the most important feature that Instagram gave us, the fact that we can collaborate 5 pages.
Right.
That is the most powerful tool we got on Instagram, is that you can collaborate 5 people, and people should use it every single day, every time they get a chance to do it. Use it, because we could push you to the goal, it gets there faster. You know, whatever you trying to, and then we all connected to different people. So it's just like, hey, you know what? I'm having an event. I may need Fresh. I do something else, but they need somebody to throw events. Hey, you know what? We got Fresh. I'm connected to these politicians. How do we reach the youth and get people to perform? Hey, Fresh already do that. We all connected to different people. So if we just showcase it and help each other out, they don't call a lot of this stuff is free.
Yeah.
But people got to get out of that. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. We don't own this stuff, Fresh.
You are, you know the concept, 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
That's you. Like you bring you're the ecosystem. You bring everybody together inward to go out.
Yeah.
A pride of Philly. Philly had no pride, except for being a killer and being tough. That was our only pride.
That's bullshit.
You're evolving our pride to having self-pride, self-love community. That is a real work.
Most
You got
definitely,
some
bro.
hard work ahead of you.
Of course.
But I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm with it. I love it, bro. Because every day I see it working. You feel what I'm saying? That's what keeps me going. Every day I constantly see it working. When I talk to them comedians, I look up 2 days later, I see the comedians collaborating with each other. I speak directly to people's soul. When I make them videos in my robe, or this stuff come to my head, I'm not trying to script it. I'm not using a pen and a pen. I'm going right on my phone and I'm talking directly to the people I want to reach. That's it. You understand? That's all I'm doing, bro. And somebody's going to catch it and realize, hold up. Damn, if another city, if all them dudes collaborating and these dudes is rolling and they going on tour and they in movies, maybe we need to do the same thing here and then start doing it.
That's a gift that you got.
On legend status, real quick, a person that becomes an influencer, a person that has real influence, a person that can say, hey, turn around, and 200 soldiers turn around, they don't go get the guy in the hospital, you know what I mean, Malcolm X,
Yeah.
Do you fear that one day you'd be so powerful that you have real influence that like somebody want to do something to you,
harm you,
stop to you, harm you because you're influenced?
I don't really think about that, man. I just like at the end of the day, bro, I feel like not just my purpose, but I feel like I'm on God's time. Everybody, all of us is, man. Long as I'm living right, long as I'm not doing what I was doing back then, man, and long as, I praise God, long as I take care of my family, and long as I keep pumping this blood into Philadelphia, man, I'm cool. I don't even carry myself like that. I don't even operate like that. I never really did, for real. You feel what I'm saying? And I try my best to show everybody that respect because I want it for myself. You feel what I'm saying? And I also want people to be like, yo, you can carry yourself in a better light and you can get more results. People don't think positivity works, but if I show them my phone and show them the numbers, it works. You just got to get people involved. You can't be positive by yourself. Get other people to be positive like you got other people to be negative. You understand what I'm saying? So if we got 100 pages in Philly pushing negativity, I can tell you how to get 500 pages in Philly pushing positivity. How about we all collaborate? Now we a bigger machine than them negative pages. We a bigger animal than them negative pages if we all pushing together. But if we all like this, We can't beat the negativity. But when that positivity come together, they gotta see us, Fresh. They gotta see us. You understand what I'm saying? I told you before, bro, when I get in them rooms, I'ma tell them, yo, this is what Fresh Legend do. I'ma show them your page. This is what he do. Hey, this is what this other guy do from out North Philly. This is what this guy do in South Philly. It's just that people gotta be ready. Success is only gonna happen when opportunity and preparation meet. That's it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I tell you that all the time, bro. And that dawned on me every single time, bro. It's only gonna happen when opportunity and preparation meet, bro. You feel you could have the opportunity all the time and never be prepared, or you can be prepared and just never get the opportunity. They gotta meet each other. When they meet each other, it's over, bro. It's over. All it's gonna take is for you to sit down with one person is gonna change the trajectory of your life.
And I already set with him, man.
Trying to tell you, bro, it's gonna change the trajectory of your life. And every idea, bro, is a good idea. Every single one that you got, Fresh. Don't even tuck it. Don't say I'm gonna do it later or nothing. Like every single idea about your brand, bro, is a good idea. Explore it. Explore it. Don't tuck it. Don't put it away, bro. Don't even get mad that other people don't see it. If you explore it, make it happen, bro. And then your team, if they passionate about it, they gonna back you. You're gonna be able to see that as you moving up, bro. But if you passionate and you surround yourself with people that's passionate, bro, you're gonna see so many doors unlock. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be coming so fast. You're gonna be like, hey, yo, man, I gotta do this over here. You're gonna need another Fresh. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna need another Fresh, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man, but we did it, man. You got the boy Fresh the Legend. We got Scoe. We got Motivated Youth. And all I wanna say is, come on, Philly.
Yeah.
Come on, Philly.
Come
on, Philly. I can't do it like him, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's insane.
And you know what that is?
No, what is that?
Come on, Philly is me telling my city to come on.
Yeah.
Wake up. It's like a wake-up call. When I hear it,
That's all it is.
Like,
come on is this.
When I'm on the grand, I hit that joint. Come on, Philly. I was like, oh,
we all got kids.
Yeah.
When you telling your son, come on, what you telling him to do?
Yeah.
Let's go. It's time to go.
Let's get to it.
Let's get. Yeah,
That's all I'm doing to the city. It's come on.
Right.
It's our time. You understand? It's our time. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly. Come on.
Said it so
boys,
much.
You understand what I'm saying?
Attached to. When I hear it, I see your face.
You feel me?
Now.
It's like, come on.
I don't even got it. People
saying it, they don't even know where they got it from. That's how much is going around. Like, just come on. All I'm telling us is, let's go. Let's move forward. It's our time to move forward. Let's go. Come on, Philly.
And where we going? Where we going?
To the top.
We going
to the top.
As a whole, as a group. We going there as a group.
Come on, Philly. We going to the top.
We going to the top.
It's time for some Come On Philly apparel.
Yeah, it is.
It's
going to happen.
Come On
It's
Philly
definitely going to happen. But we going there as a collective, bro. Because I'm telling you why I'm here on your podcast, Fresh. You're going to be big, bro.
Damn.
You're going to be big. You're going to do some amazing things because you're young. You feel, and you got this in you. You understand them? Usually people get that in it when they older. You younger than what Russell Simmons was when he started. You understand what I'm saying? So you got this in you while you young. That's why I did that. You feel what I'm saying? Because I recognize what you got in you. That's why I was saying, like, even at the open mics, right? And I was saying, make people stay. You feel what I'm saying? You got the power to do that. Make them stay, because there's no point on that been going on. That used to go on in all the open mics back in the day. People would perform and leave. Don't let nobody leave. Make everybody stay, because people need to have that. Don't let that one person go on and it's packed for him, and then when the last person go on, he don't got a crowd. No, everybody need to stay. The more you implement that in them open mics, everybody get the same energy.
Support each other.
You feel them? We all supporting each other. And then that's how the community grow. Because now everybody that put a video up at that open mic, they video looked the same. It was packed for everybody.
Yeah,
not by the time that last artist come, he performed and it's two people sitting out there.
Empty chairs.
You understand what I'm saying? No, get everybody involved, because you got the power to do it. It's your thing. Get everybody involved, bro. Everybody.
No, thank you for your voice and having my back. And when you speak, they listen.
Yeah,
things change when you say something. That's why I say your voice and influence is different. So angelic. But we're gonna get out of here, y'all. Appreciate you. Make sure you follow and support everything you do. He represents Philadelphia. This is Mr. Philadelphia. This is the voice. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly. Come on,
Philly.
Peace.
Live to be Legendary is proudly sponsored by Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions. Are you a Philadelphia landlord in need of expert landlord-tenant services? Look no further. Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions is here to represent you in landlord-tenant court, ensuring a smooth and hassle-free experience. Give them a call at 610-235-7998. Again, the number is 610-235-7998.